我们给他治疗一下，治疗。好，哇，什么小心一点，我跟你学，你还凶我，我靠！好，我们看艾琳女士有没有说什么。
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
这是什么？
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
没有你，我是绝对做不到的。
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
那是当然，你身上还有很多我不知道的事情。
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
赛伦涅的女儿，赛伦涅不是哦，她也是一个神子啊。为什么你会认识伊莎贝尔？
A century of it by
一
now.
个世纪。
I loved her from the moment I beheld her sweet face, her great wise eyes. Her father Ketheric never did trust me. He did not fancy an immortal for his daughter's paramour.
他可能
When
因
she
为你是
died,
女性吧？
curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind.
动作
He and his
很
loathsome
生
advisor
动哎。
Balthazar lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my
原来如此。
immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
你真的是赛伦涅的女儿吗？
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
你母亲愿意协助我们对抗死亡三神？
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame
有吗？
Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her
哪一
great
把剑？我怎么不
wisdom.
知道？
Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
就这样，哎、你没有要加入我，我以为你要加入我，超帅的哎！我想说有一个超强的队友，然后跟伊莎贝尔聊一聊。
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
你和艾琳有什么渊源？你们是怎么认识的？
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin.
哦，当初他爸也是信赛伦涅的，
Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
他们两个是一见钟情。当然，眼神是充满魔力的啊。
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black.
啊，就这么忽然？
Next I knew, I was
这么忽然
jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's
将
face
军当初是为了让他附身
so
去做交换
hideously
的，
warped.
他变成那个选民啊。
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now, said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land.
可是他当初他的死，好像目前我们还没有这个真相哦，不知道他当初怎么忽然间死了。
And myself.
可能是那些神的诡计吧，就是要利用他爸的那个爱女儿的心哦，因为这个地方他没有交代，这边没有交代。
It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for
你
a
们待
safe
吧，你
place
们待吧，
to,
你们两个那么强，
well,
我们这边欢迎强者，
just to be.
讨论一些问题。
Sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
不会啊，你表现得很好。哎，居然没有话可以讲，你就继续留着啊，你继续留着，你是个很棒的伙伴。哎，我以为他会告诉他一些绅士的东西哦。哦，你似乎知道一些隐形的事，你什么时候可以跟他讲？
In due time.
还不能
Mother
讲。
Seluna will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum.
什么礼节啦？我还是想要去那个地牢那边看看，可不可以救那些人。我们过去看一下。哎，监狱这边都挂了。哇，等于都没有救到啊。对啊，都没有救到。这个地方应该要先来救了。那些矮人应该是关这里。好吧，等于是都没有救到。哦，可以，要用锤子。
Can't give up now. No one's stopped me yet. Huh, I'll give it a shot.
地下密牢，可以，先攻。
What's the plan?
哦吼，4米1级！我靠，这么厉害！剩一滴血。 太容易了。对啊，通底下的啊。哇，这些人全部挂在这里了。不会吧？莉亚挂了。哦，他们逃错地方啊，应该要划小船离开的。哇，没有救到他们。 他们走错路啦
Anything of use?
哦，这里通监狱。吧？哦，那因为他们应该要划这个船离开了，可惜没有，他们走错路了。好，我们划船看看可以去哪？好吧，无法使用。OK， 这边就这样了。我们往这边走，往这边走。 哎，这边有怪。
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
又没办法回头，每次都搞这种。
The shadow curse still taints the land. Perhaps we could have lifted it had we tried.
Looks like an army marched through here.
有一支军队经过。哦，本区域的事务都处理完毕啊。你将进入的区域对当前队伍等级来说极其困难，等级太低。可是我该过的任务都过啦。我们去这里看看，去这里看看。好吧，有怪要打，我们先打。好，先攻。好，算了，打起来，先打。哦，哇，这个很急耶！看我们用照亮看看。又免疫。我靠！忽然间被偷袭，这里怎么会有鱼人？哇，好多、哦！哇，还找援军！靠，有没有20？哦，冰风暴！哇，一次挂好多，哇，全挂了，是全挂！哇，这好强啊，这法术！哦，解决。
Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
哦，他父亲在博德之门啊，我们可能要去帮忙哦。佐米拉有跟我们讲那个全部的真相啊。
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
如果你是这个意思的话，我不会放弃自己的灵魂。
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
好，分享他的记忆。
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul,
他当初
and
就
I
是
will
用这
give
个
you the
方法
power
让
to
他
save it.
出卖自己
She
灵魂，
whispers.
他让他有个使命要救这个博德之门。
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
你自己把自己想得太伟大了吧？这个恶魔肯定是不在乎的啦。他为什么会想要拯救？
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
那你父亲呢？
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Missoura had swept it clean. After, he said only 1 word. Go. So I did. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
在跟龙巫教战斗的时候失去眼睛。
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Missoura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her.
好，稍后再讨论这个吧。
I understand.
至上真神的教团抓到这个是他爸爸吗？会带去哪里？
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it.
飞龙岩要塞
It。serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
你会想念你父亲吗？
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
你感觉如何？直面死亡肯定不是件容易的事。
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
为什么伊尔明斯特不去挑战智障生神或密斯特拉？
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them.
他父母还活
Part
着
of。me always knew that.
哦，他有一些记忆回来了
Part
是不
that
是。
Shah denied to me.
你一直被迫生活在谎言里，至少真相要揭晓。
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
做什么？
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
聊一聊
Fine. What's on your mind?
你对我们的小偷渡客谁呀、
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. Oh, there's Ethel. Not that I'm keen to trust her. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
你觉得我的表现怎么样？
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
状况很好啊，怎么要转话题？
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. And what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting.
哦，他想，
I think we
他
should
不太喜欢用
resist
这些
these
能力。
powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
明白了。
I see it as more a case of wisely avoiding a potential threat. My mind is set.
好，我们还没有去过那个征收所，我们去探索一下。哎，这里有个人。
What do you bring?
是谁？
I require
哦，他是索姆，他是那个，
good.
他是将军的儿子之一啊。扔一个金物件。 把它吃掉了。
Another!
你要多少？
All that you have!
就这么点回报，我才不要。
You may pass the river, but first you must pay!
为什么要留在这里，带着你的金子走嘛？
The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold.
谁说的？这里没有人监督你呀、哦，这个有点难，我们用神导数加一下，22过，刚好。哦，这个有点难。
Gold. 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 No. I paid back.
他挂了。而且我们获得经验值，弑亲惨案，杀死索姆家族的所有成员，就是那个将军里面的那个所有成员。哦，他想讲什么？跟他讲话。
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the absolute.
他觉得他做不
I
到。
don't think I could have gone through with it in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
在说什么呢？
The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
这顶皇冠为什么如此重要？
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
博德人，那应该在博德之门那边呢、这主意听就很不错。
The only kind I have? Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
好，看他掉什么东西。有个钉头锤。好，跟他聊一聊好了。你打算怎么处理卡扎多尔的仪式？
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
原来那个奇形怪状的那个建筑物一直住着吸血鬼。
I know. Subtle, isn't it?
进城之后，我们应该四处打探一
I
下。
hope so. Because I am not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
我在沼泽见过一个怪物猎手。
Excuse me? Not every monster hunter we stumble across is trying to kill me. Then again, we're not exactly keeping a low profile out here. Fine, I'll bite. What did he look like?
我不记得了。
Well, this has been very useful. Thank you. Is there anything else? Any new and interesting ways you can waste my time?
觉得月初之塔等待我们的会是
Who
什么？
knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
哦，这是什么？跟他说一下话。是谁啊？
Tread carefully. You are still necessary.
God, what's that smell? Sulfur?
看一下这地图。哦，是传到这里来。阿拉贝尔。
Hey, I know you.
哦，她是一开始在树丛那边我救的那个小女生。哦，阴影有点烦。
Twist him up.
他会一些德鲁伊的东西。
It's you! Our little idol thief from the Druid's Grove.
Sorry. Knocks the wind right out of me.
你从哪里学来
That
的？
druid idol I took? It changed me.
哦，他还是
I can
偷
do
走
all
了。
sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words and then it happens. Mostly.
这样很不安全，在这
I
干嘛
was？ looking for Mum and Pops.
塞夫洛已经
When
挂了啊。
Zevlor... When he... Well... There was an ambush. Mum yelled, run! So we ran. I could hear him running behind me. Till I couldn't. Still can't find him. But I bet you can.
找到他。
You'll help me, I just know it.
好，
Thanks, mister. I knew you'd help me again. The vines won't last forever. I don't suppose I can stay with you.
没问题，更好。
Just till you find Mum and Pops. I won't be any trouble, I swear it.
当然，你可以留在我的营地。
Oh, thanks. You're the best. So you send Mum and Pops there. I'll be waiting, hero man.
没问题，过去吧。这两只我来处理。这两只我来处理。
What should I...
好，赚经验值也不错。
You sense a swell of grief. Before the shadows took her, this woman
哦
mourned，
这里有
someone
怪，
lost in
我看一
battle.
下啊。阴影都要先打，阴影要先打。哎，怎么会看到？ 8点。哎，看可不可以打得到那个暗影？打到了。好，剩一只。好，处理掉。
Was that a click I heard? There's something about these plaques. What did that do?
That's curious.
哦，这里有入口。好，来探索一下这里啊。哎，这个有夏尔的雕像，可是他说没有。
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause?
过了。
Confidence surges through
信心的
you. You
浪
feel
潮。
like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
哦，得到了祝福啦。哦，这里可以还有通，看一下这是通哪里？废弃战场。
I smell a trap.
有怪。哦，这伤害这么高，哇，他们血这么多，47，直接出掉。有优势，不要自己跳下来，然后被我围殴，有什么毛病？沉默，那我就近战了。
Time to push my luck again.
哦，我被传出去了。哦，好，那我就打你一个，直接打你一个。哦，26真的很猛啊，盗贼很凶。 哎，有把我传过来，那你船都近战的啊，找死！我用这个看看。
Through. Swift as my feet can carry me.
哎，丢个水。 生命值低于你的心灵怪未能值，它就会受伤。就这个吧。这是什么？养育间。
We don't have time to waste retreading old ground. The power of the Chosen is growing. We must press on in pursuit.
他不让我回之前地图了。你管我？
You don't understand. An army of true souls marches on the city. If you do not do the same, the Elder Brain will know, and the Chosen will find you. Your presence will be as obvious to it as a flame in the dark. If you insist on doing this, I will not be able to protect you.
好了，他不让我们回去过上一章的东西。这个有通哎。
If not over, then through.
哦，这边有关。哦。这样比较快，哦，真的很快。
She was no fun. All I wanted was to play.
Oh.
Maybe they want to play.
奥利佛。
Boo! I scared you. I saw it. Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
他已经变暗影了啦。你是谁
I'm Oliver. I'm 7. Will you play with me?
尝试理解他真正天性，这有点难，要扣1的。
Something is amiss about the boy, but exactly what eludes you?
没有其他人陪你
I
玩。
have a mummy, a daddy, and a doggy. They'll be back in a while, but you're here now, and I want to play.
名字呢？
They don't need names. They just need to be mummy and daddy and do what I want. Now play with me, or they'll be angry with you.
The boy doesn't like these questions because he has no real answers, and perhaps no real family.
我觉得他们不会回来的。你想来我的营地吗？
I'm not going anywhere. I like it here. Now play with me or else.
好吧。
All right. I'll hide, and you seek. find me, and you win.
如果我找不到呢
Then you lose.
好，
Get ready, and no cheating.
隐形看得到隐形的法术才行。在这儿。
You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win.
这么好找啊？那再玩
Good
一次啊！
idea. You're smarter than some playmates I've had. They always tried to leave before I was done with them. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught.
哦，这次会有怪吗？哦，这次有怪，这次有怪在这边。父亲，史上最强老父亲。哎，但会动哦，那很难发现哦。还可以打的，那我没办法了，我只能打了。好，被除掉了。好，处理掉。
I win. I always win in the end. You did better than most, though, so I'll let you go. Here, second prize. You'll need it.
什么东西？哦，一个行动5中2环法术的戒指。就这样。
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge. Go on, find someone else.
哦，没办法劝他，只能先这样。就偷袭哦，处于劣势啊，处于劣势。哦。 好，道具集在一起，这样也很好处理。OK。
Do the unexpected.
哇，一个很大的连锁，哇，代价就是我倒了，但是清掉几乎所有的，剩一只而已。 非常划算。新专长属性还可以再提升啊。